Welcome to What's the Score? The games are coming thick and fast for the Toffees as we're up against Newcastle at home today. Joined by Matt Jones. I'm sure everyone will have seen the team now. Matt, what do you make of it? Is that a 4-4-2?
Oh, I don't know. Actually, I didn't think about that. I thought it might just be 4-2-3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Could also be a 4-4-2, couldn't it?
yeah, it could be actually. Yeah, it's sort of one of them where it feels like you're going out to win the game just by overwhelming them from an attacking point of view, which is potentially a good thing. A little bit concerned that if we get to 60 or 70 and it's 0-0 or 1-1, there's maybe not someone on the bench who can come on and change it. But that team should be capable of scoring goals. You've got both your best attacking fullbacks on there. You've got creativity, you've got legs, you've got goal scoring instincts as well. So you like to think that Everton will be in a strong position by the time that comes around in the game. And look at the Newcastle side there, 5-4-1, aren't they? You think by the looks of it. So
right, you don't do well with that five at the back, do they?
Nah, so they're going to sit in and defend, but. Yeah, it's exciting to see all these attacking players on the pitch together at the same time. That's one thing, but yeah, interesting to see how it works. It's also like the total opposite of the game at St James's Park, isn't it?
Yeah, you kind of think, you just wonder if he's been a little bit stung by that, don't you? And thinking, right, we just want to blather these today now.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. But it's a big game for Sigurdsson. But looks like he's playing deeper. Decore might have to sit a little bit and be a bit more defensive midfielder, but. Lots of goals, lots of creativity. What do you think of it?
Yeah, happy with that, really. I did actually think he might go with the same back four again, so having Holgate and Godfrey, but I'm glad he's not gone for that because, as you say, having your two attacking fullbacks in a game like this is what you need, isn't it? You don't want defenders to sit in. And we really need to get at them. Obviously, going to have to talk about Jordan Pickford. They already have done on BT and alluded back to last year's game at Goodison. I think he had to play him, didn't he? Because I think having left him out at Newcastle before, I think if he doesn't play him today, Newcastle suddenly becomes an issue for Pickford, and you can't have that.
I sort of half expected him to be dropped.
Yeah.
Press conference yesterday, yeah. I don't know, it's so hard at the moment because in one sense you sort of look at him and go, well, for 10 games, 15 games, you haven't spoken about him. But then you go, well, for 10 games or 15 games, what's he actually had to do? We made the odd good save here and there in some games. The one at Burnley stands out in particular. But other than that, he's been really well protected by a deep sitting defence. And it was the three errors on Wednesday for me. It's the flap at the cross, the flap at the corner, and then the save. It was really costly, but I don't know. I just feel more secure when Olsen's there. I think I just sort of when balls come into the box or shots come in from distance, I just sort of feel, it's like when a striker goes through on goal and you have that split second thing of he's going to score here or he's not going to score. When Olsen's in goal, you don't really worry that much. Whereas when it's Pickford, it's a bit like, there's potential for this to go very, very wrong.
Yeah, I think Alan made a good point on the weekly about Pickford. It's a bit of a toss up, isn't it, between what he gives you and we've got an attacking goalie basically. What he gives you in attack and how he can set off a quick counter, which is just something that Olsen can't do. Flip side is Olsen's just a steady goalie, and I think we said for a long time what we want is a steady goalkeeper to just be a goalie.
Yeah.
Obviously, the flip side of that is you don't get that attacking impetus so much. So we maybe don't score against Leicester because that goal doesn't get set up the way it was. The quick kick out to Dean. So it is a bit of a toss up, but I think it's. When you're looking at a goalkeeper, the first and foremost thing is they need to be able to save shots and, routine shots that come at them. I know we saw it late against Leicester where he got a hand on it and he should be pushing that around the post. And I think you've said yourself, he needs another 10 games now without incident. But he's not facing many shots. So it's a mad one, isn't it? It's just knowing what to do with them. But obviously don't want to spend the whole time talking about Pickford because...
Yeah, well, we've got two goalies on the bench as well today.
He had to do that, didn't he?
Olsen and Virginia, and joked about Olsen playing up front in an emergency with Cenk Tosun looking up. And Pete Dowst in the comments has said a comment on the weekly's got me thinking: if Robin Olsen was to come out of centre forward, what shirt would he wear? I'm guessing he hasn't got a royal blue number 33. Not sure he'd be allowed to wear another player's shirt, and doubt there's a blank shirt in the kit bag. So now I'm convinced this is the reason behind Carlo replacing Calvert-Lewin with Coleman on Wednesday. Rather than Robin Olsen. They do have a blank shirt in the back, don't they? Because it's in case of like blood stuff like that. Yeah.
I wonder if they've only got one though, because if Bernard gets like blood on his shirt and they've only got this massive one that fits Olsen,
that is Bernard tucking his shirt in instead of the shorts.
Imagine Bernard in a pair of David Unsworth shorts.
Oh wow, yeah.
They were about as big as me.
They look like flares, wouldn't they? But it's a little bit mad, that isn't it? Only naming 8 subs as well, when possible 9, and we've got 2 goals. Yeah. We got 2 goalies on the bench, no striker, 1 winger in Anthony Gordon. So it looks increasingly like, doesn't it, Tosin and Bernard are going to be on. But you sort of look at that and think, surely they're going to have to do some business in the next couple of days, because we were light up front and on the flanks anyway. When you take those 2 out, albeit both of them are well down the pecking order and not really fancied by the manager, they came on it. Bernard's come on in games this season, had a good impact. He's played the odd match here and there. All of a sudden, we are extremely light, aren't we?
Yeah. So, like, if you're in the know, you'd say the fact that he's only named 8 subs and 2 of them are goalies, that's a message to the board. That's all that is there.
Do you think managers even do that?
No. What's that?
The managers even do that sort of thing?
I doubt it. I mean, when they can basically pick up the phone or go and see the actual board and say, look, this is the situation, they're not going to be asked about sending messages out doing that with the squad, are they? It is interesting, though, that it does sort of, I mean, having all our attackers on from the start is a good thing, because obviously we want to go out and blitz them, all being well. But these sorts of games, you've got the feel of that. You get to 60 minutes, you still haven't scored. What are your options at that point? And the worry is that with, barring like a formation change, say this is like a 4-2-3-1, barring going to 4-4-2, there's not really much else you can do. I mean, Gordon, he's not done much when he's played. He's still only young. I'm not convinced he's ready just yet. But, could he come on and turn the game? It's asking a lot, isn't it? And he's basically your only attacking option.
Yeah, I feel like even if we were, even if it was 0-0 on 70, I wonder if he'd bring Gordon on. Like, I don't know if he trusts him totally to be able to do that. You just drop something.
Yeah, just my score predictions.
I don't know if he trusts him in that situation. Especially if they've St. Maximin on by that point and he's tearing forward, it's going to be an interesting one. That, but if Bernard's going to go and we're not going to sign anyone, he's got to start putting faith in him, because if Gordon's here, he's effectively our third choice wide player, but he's going to play minutes and he's going to have to learn and develop and get used to the speed of the Premier League, and the manager's going to have to start putting faith in him. It's not ideal by any means. Hopefully we can get someone in over the next couple of days, but you just got to hope in this situation, think that the game's won. Because, Gomez can come on and change things, I suppose, like he has done in recent weeks. But Tom Davis, probably not from an attacking point of view. Ben Godfrey, Mason Holgate, centre-backs, even though they've been playing. I mean, they don't even have like that Thierry Small in the squad or Anyango or someone like that. It feels like a bit
strange, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I think Gomez can count himself unlucky, to be fair. Included today. Thought he had a decent game against Leicester. In fact, the last couple of games he's been good, hasn't he? He's set up goals, he's been putting himself about, and he's sort of looking to get back to a level now. So I think he can count himself a little bit unlucky.
I think it's clear as well, isn't it? That the manager just likes Sigurdsson a lot. Like, he's played in pretty much every game recently, and you sort of looked at the this week and the way Everton have been playing, and he started behind the striker, didn't he? Oh no, he didn't start, did he? Didn't start against Leicester.
No.
So, yeah. But I think he likes him a lot. I think he always tries to get him in the team when possible, and playing a bit deeper today is, probably indicates that he thinks he's got a lot of responsibility and can, help hold the side in that area. So, yeah, I think he does like him a lot, albeit you're looking at it, probably not a natural position for Sigurdsson, though.
What do you make of that then? I mean, we all watch the same game, and probably 7 or 8 times out of 10, he doesn't really do much. In that season, we had him. If he was having a bad game, he could still pull a goal, like a wonder goal out the bag. But he stopped doing that. So, what do you reckon he sees that we don't, or is it is it the old cliche of like, oh, he must do well in training? Because I don't really know what he offers.
I know, especially when he's not going to be taking set pieces as well.
Yeah,
James and Dean there, but I don't know. It's hard to say, isn't it? Maybe he keeps his shape. I think off the ball he's quite good, isn't he? He holds his
I guess so.
He can, he's a good presser, but when you're playing deeper in midfield and you're going to be tasked with dominating the game and being a playmaker. It's not really, you don't want someone who goes missing in that area of the pitch.
Well, that's his problem, isn't it?
Doesn't really want the ball yet. So big test for him today, but Newcastle are going to sit off. We're going to have a lot of the ball in that area. Hopefully he can, get crosses in. If he drifts wide, he can have shots at goal. It's going to be opportunities for him anyway.
Yeah. Got some stats here. So Everton have lost only one of their last 16 home Premier League matches against Newcastle. That was a 1-0 defeat in September 2010.
Atem Ben Arfa won the goal. Remember that?
Oh God, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Street End was absolutely unbelievable strike. It made coming off his boot. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's one of them where like being in the park end, as soon as you see them hit, you're like, yeah, that's going in.
I don't think I've ever seen a ball hit that hard in my life. It was unbelievable strike.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin has scored in each of his last 4 Premier League appearances against Newcastle, finding it 5 times. The last player to score in 5 consecutive appearances against the Magpies was Sergio Aguero between 2013 and 2016. The comparisons between Calvert-Lewin and Aguero keep on coming, don't they?
Yeah. He's got a good record against these, hasn't he? Actually,
He has, yeah.
2 in the away game last year as well. Obviously, nicked a goal in the horrendous 2-1 loss earlier in the season,
which was a really good goal, actually.
Yeah, it was actually. Yeah, proper poacher's finish. But he should be getting more chances today, shouldn't he? You look at Wednesday, and he was very much up there on his own.
He had 1 chance, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, should have scored. To be fair, yeah. But yeah, you look at the plays we've got on the pitch today, and delivery into the box properly on it. So fingers crossed he can get on the end of some of them. Because I think he's suffered because of the way we're playing, hasn't he? In terms of the job he's had to do, and he's not getting as many chances, and that's why his goals have obviously dried up. But in these sorts of games, when we're hopefully pinning teams back and getting good quality into the area, it should be ideal for him, really.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose if you look at sort of comparable games from early on in the season, this one hopefully will pan out a bit like Brighton. It's got that sort of similar feel about it, that we can really go for it, get at them, score a few goals, and we were just setting up loads of chances in that game, weren't we? Getting loads of people into the box, which is what we need to do again today. Stats for Newcastle: if they win, it'll be their first top flight double over Everton since 2001-2002, when they 3-1 away and 6-2 up at Newcastle. I remember that one.
That when Shearer scored that won the goal, was that game?
No, I think he beat us 2-1 in that one.
Okay.
That was a late winner. I think he scored. He probably did score a rasper in that one. Like, remember that I was actually on my way to Rockfield Studios in Wales on that day.
6-2.
Yeah.
Did Yobo score like a really comical own goal or something?
What's that?
Yobo scored like a really comical own goal. I'm sure I remember something like that happening.
Yeah, he might have done. That'd be very Joseph Yobo, but I think he did actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did. And no Premier League side are on a longer current run without a win than Newcastle's 9. While the Magpies' run of 5 consecutive defeats in the competition is also the current longest in the division.
Yeah, everything I've watched them recently and thought, how are they so clear of the? At the moment, they are the worst team in the league.
Like, yeah, 100%.
Quite comfortably. But I was speaking to Mose about this last night and sort of saying, you've just got this knack of making them look like dickheads, Newcastle. Like the 2-1 this season, the 2-2 towards the end of last season, the 3-2 where we went 2-0 up, and we had Jordan Pickford had a bit of a meltdown that day.
Yeah,
and they just got this making us look a bit. I remember a game, I think it's 2012 as well, where we went 2-1 up, and Ichibi had a shot that was over the line, given, and then Demba Ba scored last kick of the game. Tim Howard Star jumped over it.
I was going to say that was the Tim Howard Star jump, wasn't it? Yeah.
One of those sides that always seems to just, for some reason, just get one over on us. Yeah, a little bit worried, but I think it feels like one of those games where they are so disillusioned with everything. The players at the moment, they seem to want the manager gone. If you score an early goal, then you'd like to think Everton would be able to run away with it because their heads will go down very quickly.
Yeah, well, just on the Steve Bruce thing, it's interesting that they bought Graham Jones in, isn't it? It kind of feels like he could be there to basically take over as soon as they sack Steve Bruce, because I don't know, has he ever worked with Steve Bruce before?
Bit of a strange one.
It seems a mad thing to foist on your manager, doesn't it? Right, there's a coach, an experienced coach. It's shit, really. You'd be good at corners, at least. Or if they're going to do that thing where Steve Bruce will just take a back seat at the corners and James Jones will walk up.
It's not my responsibility. You deal with it, mate.
Yeah, you do kind of feel like it could be the death knell for Steve Bruce, this one, because they've got a ready-made replacement they just brought in.
Hopefully.
I'll go to some score predictions.
Do it.
Just on mailbag, and Mike Blakey was on, and he said he thought we'd go with the same team as we did at Leicester, and he said if we do, it's going to be 1-1. And then he got back to me straight away after the team used been enough to go, no, forget that's going to be 7-0.
7-0. I'll take that.
So he's buoyed with that one. Matt Flusk said 4-0. Adam Sutton 3-1. Kate said 2-1. Ready for a Wobie magic. Could have that. Laura 3-1. And Ryan said 3-0. Up the effing Toffees. What do you reckon?
I think we might be a bit tighter than we expect, but I think we'll just I think it might be a little narrow 1-0 today. But
yeah,
I'll be fine with that. Go fifth, don't we? Be winning. We've got games in hand above every team above us still. So
yeah. So we're still in a very good position, and that's why we can't linger too much on the sort of the way we drew against Leicester. And the fact that I think we said beforehand, you get a point out of that. You get 4 points off Leicester this season. That's a good return. If you do that off the teams who are challenging for Europe, if you get 4 points off all of them,
yeah,
which would mean a win away at Anfield, which would be nice.
These early games as well, mate. If you win on Saturday lunchtime, you just put your feet up, don't you, and just you want to watch every single game.
Yeah. You can just enjoy the rest of it. You're not really bothered what happens then, are you?
Sitting there going, I can't wait to watch Man City, Sheffield United later. but who knows? But what do you reckon it's going to be?
Yeah, I'm going to go with 2-0. I think I'm with you. I think it's going to be tighter than it should be. I don't know how I'll be feeling when the board goes up for extra time, for injury time, if we're 2-0 up.
We'd have to be 3-0 up, wouldn't we, before you had...
We'd have to be 3-0 up.
Any sort of confidence we see it out.
I still wake up on a cold sweat thinking about that game. Jesus.
Dear me.
It'd be awful. Any predictions in on the comments?
Let us know on the comments if you're watching. Just reading a few of them here. Henry 10 saying Ben Godfrey, future captain. And Neil H is Del Boy, bracket Dave Downey on post match. Yeah, no, it's Rob Vera and Mikey
Del Boy.
Post match today. Neil Michaels, glad to see St. Maximin isn't starting for them. Yeah, fair enough. I'm glad he's on the bench as well. CJ, EFC for life. Actually, good point this about the midfield. Gomez ran around a lot on Wednesday, maybe just giving him a rest. And maybe the same applies to Tom Davis as well, in that position, because he put a shift in, didn't he, as well?
Yeah, he did put some miles in on against Leicester, didn't he? He had a bit of a thankless task there, didn't he, to be honest? Yeah. Just to do them playing against their midfield.
Danny Gresham said 8-0 Everton.
Is right.
Yeah.
That would equal possibly our best ever home win, that. We beat Wimbledon 8-0 in about 77, I think.
There we go.
So I think that might equal our home record.
You'll get that Everton knowledge on BT Sport. Tell you that.
I can't see Leon Osman rattling that one out today.
Pete Dallas said 2-0. Yeah. Would you a boring 2-0 against somebody? Come on.
I do love a routine win, though, Yeah,
I know. It'd be great if we were 2-0 on 20, get the third on 60, and then just knock it round.
Yeah.
Come on.
We were actually saying on Mailbag, we were talking about James Rodriguez and saying, do you reckon he just picks the player he's going to pass to, and before the game? So he sort of looks at who's lining up. He goes, right, who's the best player here? So on Wednesday night, I think Adam said on Wednesday night, he looked at Andre Gomez and goes, right, out of these, I'm passing to you all game. So today it'll probably be look at Luca Dean and go, right, you're getting an all game today.
Well, there's that clip, isn't there, of him looking at Sigurdsson and then through Richarlison. But that was a great ball. That shame that didn't result in a goal.
Oh, no, it was.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball, yeah.
But just on Richarlison then, obviously Twitter's had its usual weird meltdown about stuff.
Yeah.
Bipolar, but big chance for him today, this, isn't it? It's, I think he needs to settle down. If he just on that goal that was disallowed against Leicester, that's not like him to miss time his run like that. He was too eager to get on the end of it. If he'd just ran across a bit and then, like he would normally do, he just feels like he is trying a bit too much and getting frustrated.
Yeah, hopefully it'll help him with Luca Dean playing left back again today. Because I think if Dean gets forward and fills that space, then Richarlison will naturally be able to get in field a bit more and, do the things that I think he's best at, which is just get on the end of things in the box and finish well. Like I'm still in my mind, I think he's a centre forward, and that's where he does his best work. Look at his Everton career; it's all headers arriving at the right time, finishing well, right place, right time. He's capable with the ball at his feet and he can dribble, and he's quick, obviously, but you never feel like he's totally in control of it. When he
well, as you say, yeah, he's sort of got he plays best in that position that we play Calvert-Lewin in now, just between the posts, doesn't he? That's where he's always ahead of everyone else. I think in that regard, he's probably better than Calvert-Lewin. Because he reacts so quickly to a ball coming in. He did it against Leicester, didn't he? When he missed the header from the corner, that was classically him getting the run on the defence and getting first to the ball. So it probably is frustrating for him that he's not getting that opportunity now. Which would be nice if it was a 4-4-2 today, because I did like seeing them two playing up front together, and I always think playing two up front instead of just the one with a couple of players off, it gives the centre backs a lot more to think about.
I suppose early in the season when he was actually playing well, it was, we were playing 4-3-3, but he was effectively right up, wasn't he, next to Calvert-Lewin? That's
he was tucking in like a second striker, wasn't he?
Yeah, so there's that, but maybe he'll be a bit more like that today. Neil Michaels, João Virginia to come on and score a last-minute winner, making Carlo look like a genius for having two keepers on the bench. And Neil H, oh, come on, mate. You can't be doing this. He said, I hope we smash these today. I've still got nightmares about that 2-2 draw. Come on. Positivity going into this one. These lads are better. They're a much better side than the one that played them a year ago. So, yeah.
I mean, the mad thing about that 2-2 is that's the best I've seen us play in ages.
Yeah, it was actually.
Annihilated in that game.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Moise Keane and Bernard linking up. Those were the not even a year ago. Though.
Was it not?
No, it was February, wasn't it? February.
Don't half miss it now,
Oh, no. I know.
Really do.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't remember the last time I watched the game that we were playing and Steve McManaman wasn't doing commentary.
It's horrible. I know when we get back to ground, we're going to have like his voice and Carragher's voice just commentate because with that condition to it now, it's going to be awful.
Yeah, a little headset like they have at the cricket with the commentary playing.
Oh, terrible scenes. Well, if you can turn the commentary off on that, probably a good idea. But
that was one of the things about Amazon Prime, wasn't it? They gave you the opportunity to turn the commentary off.
Yeah, he did.
I'm sure he'll be doing it today. Just watching Sky Sports in the background here. Sue Smith's on having a chat about the toffees. So when you finish watching us, go and watch her.
Yeah, go and put Sue on. She knows what she's talking about, not like me. Right.
Yeah.
We'll leave it there then. We'll go and get the kettle on, ready for the game. Thanks to everyone who watched and joined in. Remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and tell all your mates to do the same. Matt will be back with Mike and Rob for post-match, was it?
Yeah, I'll try and rope in one more as well. If we're winning, people are more willing to come on.
There'll be a long list then.
See how it goes. But yeah, Mike and Rob have guaranteed their attendance regardless. So that'll be straight on here after the game.
Is right. Winner. Enjoy the game. Up the toffees.
Up the toffees.